Yo, yo, good morning. Welcome to Anything is Possible. Monday morning, and it's freezing out here. It's 23 degrees. I got to get my gear out of the car. Figured I'd put you on the sunrise. The water is steaming up because it's warmer than the air. So, going to get some corn out there and see if we can get on the trail and carp this morning. Stay with us. Daniel Burr, I saw you there. Peace. Taking a little bit longer to get ready these days. Extra couple layers to throw on. Extra gear, stay warm. See if we can even get the rod holders in the ground. It might be too frozen. I'm gonna throw straight corn today. It's a sandy soil, so it hasn't, even though it's below freezing, it's not really an issue. Fish just jumped right there. I'll be in the chat. I'm going to work fast before my fingers freeze and get all the bait on. Get all the lines out and then sit there with my hands in my pocket. It's going to be my plan. Good morning. If you're coming in, I'll be over to chat in just a minute. About 6:30 a.m. here. Putting corn on this size 6 J hook. Keeping it real simple, old school. With big old egg sinker. Help me get this out far enough. Just like that. Drag's pretty loose. These carp take a hard first run. Make sure you guys can see that. Back this up a little bit. Hey, Burn, Big Slim, welcome in, guys. Yeah, it's beautiful out here. I like the colors are really good this morning. I don't know if I bumped that or that was a fish. I probably bumped it. Gonna need a little more weight on these guys. On these, I've got like a little tiny jig head. I'm gonna leave that right on, but I'm gonna add some more weight to it. Assuming I can find my weight. We had a busy weekend fishing, so never know what the 10-year-old has done with my gear. See if we can find it. Little ones if I need them. My gear bag is literally filled with Wawa wrappers from Kevin's Food. We drive to these fishing spots, and some of these drives are like an hour long. Especially like this weekend because it was so cold. We just kept driving around, hitting different spots. We hit 4 different spots. And he sits in the back between all those spots, just eating, apparently. These are not the BBs I like, but they'll have to work. I feel like I'm rushing this morning. It's started the same time, but you know, I had to warm the car up, I had to get my extra layers on. Everything takes more time in the winter. I am seeing some fish come up out there. This is Lock Ash Reservoir in Ambler. Oops, lost the BB. I've been finding these BBs, little lead split shots. The quality's gone down so much that half of them are like sealed shut when you get them. So I just put them in a bucket to be melted later. Turn them into 6-ounce catfish. Waits for next spring. We're looking for trout and carp here today though. Pulled my back out yesterday, so that's not helping matters here. I tweaked my back. I didn't pull it out, I guess. I pulled it out. That means I'm on my back laying on the floor. Put that down here. Keep that one in close, and we'll put this guy out pretty far in the middle here. Yeah, Big Slim, we're after trout. Trout and carp. Do the rest of the weight back here. Sitting a little bit further back than I did last time. I know last time we fished here for like the trout derby. Let me level that screen off a little bit. There. Last time we did the derby here, before the derby started, all the trout were in real close, so I know there's trout in here. And then as soon as the sun came up and people moved onto this little beach, they took off. So I'm sitting about 5 feet further back today. Yes, that was our PB for sure, and that's all calf too. We were fishing a spot that we just found driving around. We were heading out to the Lehigh River, and this little creek went through a couple ponds and then drained into the river. So I think that brown had come up off the river there, and we fished this couple ponds. And I gave up on that spot, and I went over to this little grassy section trying to catch a bass. And that's when he hooked into it. He had the thing, well, the long video will be out next week, next Friday, or this Friday, this Friday. But he hooked and had that thing pretty much almost landed by the time I got there. And it was like a 5-minute fight, but I was pretty far away. And he yells like, hey, fish on, even when it's a sunfish. So I don't always like drop and sprint over. Hey, Wendy, good morning. Yeah, 4-pound fluoro. I can't wait to watch the video that I got, because I was just kind of I was working on getting the camera on while I was running and trying not to trip on anything. So I had cords. It was cold. I had cords coming out of my pockets. Just trying not to trip on any of the cords. Almost ready to get this third rod in. Let's try that. Let's put a knot so these split shots don't slide on me. And tomorrow I'm going to fish this spot again, but I'm going to bring the pack bait and the legitimate carp gear. I'm going to go pretty much full carp, because I have caught 2 trout on carp gear. So what the heck, right? Can't keep doing the same thing and getting skunked here. They're in here. I mean, they stocked 600 of them 3 weeks ago, and I'll bet you less than 10 have been caught, which is pretty crazy. But same thing happened last year here too. They evaporate. Look for bells. Left my coffee in the car. Can move you guys back a little bit further. Vern, I think I said hello to you, but good morning. Big Slim, I said good morning to. Stuart is the one I missed. Good morning, Stuart, bro. Good to see you. Oh, I got the comfy chair today. What are you guys up to today? Anyone doing anything more fun than going to work? So Saturday we did a lot of hunting and squirrel hunting and with Lyle. So this Friday's video is going to be, I still don't know how I'm going to put it together, but it's going to literally be half hunting and then half fishing. And it's going to be Saturday and Sunday basically. We had some really cool things happen while we were out squirrel hunting with Lyle and I. And then Kevin and I had just one of those like stellar sun up to sundown type days yesterday where, oh, sorry to hear that, Burn. It is going around. It's going around. Everyone seems to be sick again. Big Slim said, trout are so finicky. I fished. Oh, it's going away. Let me get my glove off. I fished all morning before with Got a Bite and go back the same evening and limit out. Yep. Yeah, that's what I try to teach Kevin. Like when the bite's on, you know, like it's all in. You know, it's like you go out and you see the longliner boats, or you know, when those fish start biting, it's like a group thought, you know, mentality. You got to cast in real quick before they turn off. Same thing with trout. Wish we knew, you know, you can guess at why they do that, but I guess it's just the right temperature, or right aquatic life's hatching or something. I don't know. Look, see if I have another bell. I thought I said I was going to go look for a bell, and I think I just came back and sat down. I don't remember if I actually looked. What will we find in the tackle bag? Oh, I found the big weights. All right. Stop screwing around and get these on and get it way out there. This one got stripped. This one got stripped. Put some power bait on this one. I didn't see that rod go at all. Guess I don't have any bells. Alright, one bell will work. We'll just have to watch those rod tips. See the sun peeking through back there? That's awesome. I will tell him that. Kev is not with me today, Stuart. This is going to be Monday and Tuesday. I'm down by the office again, so can't have him with me here because I can't get him back to school from this location. So today and tomorrow you'll have to put up with just me, and then tomorrow it'll be the same. I didn't have all my coffee. I'm not quite awake. And then Wednesday, Kevin will be with me, I believe. It's up to him, but he'll probably be with me, and we'll be at Green Lane, which is like 4 minutes from our house, and they're restocking that with trout, so that should be a real good day. We should be limiting out. I did catch some of it. I was so busy ourselves, I couldn't really check anyone out. We've been fishing all weekend and hunting all weekend, sun up to sundown, and it's just been like battery storage maintenance between using the phone to drive for directions and keeping it. I came off of Alive, and then I was shooting the GoPro, and I'm running it all with like backup battery stuff. And the cold just drains it. It was like in the 20s, so it's a little tricky. Let me know when that sun gets too bright, and I'm going to shift the camera down like diagonal on the lake. so it's not blinding you too much. Yeah, fishy, fishy. Like a little morning carp today. That's what I was really hoping for, which is why I wanted to go with corn. Hoping I can get a carp on. Like I said, tomorrow I'm just going to give up on the trout here because I know the ones that are stocked are really small. Not that there's anything wrong with catching small trout, but I'm not going to eat a small trout. These are stocked, so I just let them live here in the winter. See what happens later in the winter. Maybe come back for them. Woo, boy, that sun should warm up things nicely. That is bright. I'm going to start getting things moved around a little bit. I'm going to have to move you guys. Make a quick little move here because I can't even see my rod tips there in this way, so I'm sure you guys can't either. But we're gonna go this way. How's that? If I put the sun just in the corner like that, does that work? Let me know how that looks. Drop you down a little bit so I can see. I got the old man chair today. This thing's like a lounger. Sits low to the ground. There we go. Looks good to me. You tell me if that doesn't look good. Let me know and I'll move it around. Morning, Brandon. Brandon Outdoor Adventures popping in. What's going on, buddy? Stuart, man, that's fishing, buddy. That's the way it goes. 6 hours and one fish. I mean, I enjoy winter fishing because it's like we pop in the car, we try different spots. There's less like pressure because honestly, like most people don't even fish around here in the winter. And you're pretty much not expecting to catch anything anyway. But it's a fun, you get out, you hit a spot, you get cold, you hop in the car. I mean, we made a big pot of venison chili, and I was just excited to keep going out, working up hungers to eat the chili. We'd just come back and have chili and go back out on the bikes and find a new fishing spot and fish. So I think what the winter, allows is to do a lot of exploring. And we'll find areas and we'll take notes for them and hit them back in the spring, Or in the summer, you kind of know from, I get stuck in going to the same places I've been successful at before. But I like to do the exploring in the winter. All right, cool. Thank you, Wendy. Might not have been hurting the lens yet, but it was going to real quick. It's hurting my eyes, that's for sure. Yeah, you gotta sleep, Stuart. You gotta sleep. Sleep's so important. I'm not the best sleeper myself, but I try to shut down the engine, like starting at 8:30 at night, try to get the kids into the same routine. We get up early, and it's not like I have a choice and can just sleep in. I can't. I gotta be to work. Monday through Friday, I gotta be there, and then, how Kevin is. If I can't wake up at 5:30 to fish on the weekend because I'm too tired from the week, then I feel like I let them down, so I don't want to do that either. So I just kind of treat it like I did with racing. I really enjoy it, but I also try to stay a little disciplined eat at the right time, sleep at the right times, all those basic things. Let's see if you can see the steam coming off in the lake there. We might get these, like, I don't know what they call them. Ooh, what was that? End rod is going there. That was probably a carp out there on that one. We'll get these little, like, steam tornadoes that come off the water. Let's give that 5 minutes, and then we'll check, make sure we didn't get stripped. I don't know if you could hear the bell, but that was a good hit on the big rod. I feel like if I had the ultralight on that spot to the left where the big rod is, I would have had that fish, but I probably wouldn't have been able to land it on the ultralight. Wow, the steam is really going. I'm going to put you into the sun, see if you can see that. It's pretty wild. Well, there was a carp. I just saw a carp come up. It's definitely a carp. Not yet, Wild Japan. We just had our first notch. A little knock on the end rod. In fact, I'm going to pull the middle rod and move it down a little bit closer to where I just saw another carp come up. Do it this way. Close to that carp as I could be. Get you back over this way. I'm going to get that end rod with the water in the background so you can see it a little bit better. Okay. Always a struggle to like line up the tree line in the water. Trying to get it just right. Yeah, feel free to drop your links, guys. If you got any lives or premieres going on later today, share it out. I'll be stuck at work the rest of the day. Yeah, Kev's brown trout was bigger than any trout. That's my PB too. Bigger than my PB, I guess I should say. I had nothing to do with that trout. He hooked it, landed it, everything himself on that one. I don't even think I touched that trout, man. Oh yeah, I did. I helped him get the hook out. We wanted to get it released, and it ate that trout magnet. I mean, it was on the roof of the mouth, but like in there pretty far. So I actually had to go through the back gill and be careful not to like mess up with the gill to get in there. But we got it. There was no bleeding or anything, and made a good release on him, so he'll be fine. We'll probably keep doing the early morning lives until we get freeze up, which may never come. Last year, I don't think it ever really came, so you never know. But I mean, the fishing's not going to be like it is here in the spring and summer, but we'll get out at least. And you know, we've caught some amazing fish close to state records in winter fishing. Kev's pickerel that was 4 ounces shy of the state record we caught trout fishing in the middle of winter. It was actually I think the week after Christmas. Middle rod's getting taps again. Hey, you forgot to remind me. I was going to bring that in after 5 minutes. Gotta leave it another 5 now. I just had a little nibble. Morning, Jerry. Morning. How you feeling this morning? Telling you, hotty toddy. You don't need to put a lot of alcohol in it, but that little bit of whiskey, it like takes the phlegm. For me, it cuts that phlegm off the back of the throat, and then like the lemon does the same, and the honey just kind of coats everything. Knocks you out too. Good. Ooh, there was a fish right in close here. That looked like a trout swirl. Let me bring that middle rod in, check that bait, and maybe put another lead on it and get it out a little bit further. If I can find what I did with the lead. He had me all tangled up. Let's get some fresh corn on there. Yeah, I'm excited to come back with the pack bait tomorrow. I'm going to do it up. I'm going to do it right tomorrow. I'm going to go all in for carp here. Heck with these trout. got that big egg sinker on there. It's enough weight, but what it's doing, it's moving forward. So I want to put like a little weight stop on it. My Ziploc bag is frozen. Oh man. Must have gotten moisture on the Ziploc part. Can't get it open. I'm gonna have to rip it open. Good Lord. Bag's tough. I think we'll do good with pack bait here. They seem hungry. Whew, I'm getting blinded. Gotta move you again. Gonna get a nice view of some duckies, geese. Hey Doc, good morning. Good to see you there. Trying not to freeze my butt off out here. Wow, the sun is bright. Sunglasses. Yeah, boy. That's better. Now I can't see chat though. Good Lord. It's a struggle. The sun seems brighter than normal. I think we're going to get one on that middle rod. It's just going to take them time to settle down, come back to it. But I've had 2 hits out there. And that was probably with 1 kernel of corn, because we got hit early on. That second hit came back and hit it again. Go the geese. What's the chances if I run up to the car to get my coffee and we get a hit? Left my coffee right in my car. We fished a lot on the Lehigh Canal yesterday, and boy, that little canal is just loaded with baby pickerel. We could have sat there all day and caught baby pickerel. So much, well, we pretty much did. It was a lot of fun. There's some nice ones in there too. And we saw some monster splashes too, so I know there's some monsters in there. But boy, that is, I want to do a live up there someday and fish the whole day. We get a nice warm winter day. That's a good spot. We got to go in by bike, so I've got to get a setup where I can keep you guys live and we can be on and off the bikes, because that canal is just, I don't know, 30 miles long. I don't think it goes on forever. It's so much diversity in there too. Different sections have different fish of the canal system. Then you got the river like right next to you, just, you know, great population of trout. And it's legit trout river, you know, whitewater rafting, and you got to have your stuff together. Can't be popping out there like this and expect to catch them. What's the next holiday where you guys are at? So here in the U.S., we have our Thanksgiving coming up in like 2 weeks. 2 Thursdays from now, I believe it is. Maybe it's next Thursday. I think it's next Thursday. It's like the 23rd. And the day after that is Black Friday. And I work Black Friday, but the rest of the family will be down helping the Stony Creek Angler stock. And then there's like a big day of fishing down there. So I'm sure they're gonna have fun. And then the day after that, I'm going upstate with Lyle for buck season, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I don't know if the UK celebrates Thanksgiving. I know like Canada celebrates, but I think they celebrated earlier. I think they already had theirs actually in Canada. Up in the notch here. Some good goose action going out there. Off they go. It's funny how animals communicate like that. We tend to think humans are the smartest. But imagine having 100 humans in one spot and be like, all right guys, here we go, and off you go in the same direction. Here, fishy, fishy. Quiet out here. Boy, I could doze off right here. I am comfy. Stuart, were you camping out this weekend? I checked in a couple times and I saw stars. Uh, I don't get it. You celebrate Thanksgiving, then at war with the person you just had Thanksgiving with Black Friday. Yeah, Black Friday's crazy. We don't participate in that at all. That stuff is so stupid. Everything's online anyway. Like, if there's something that's online, I may get it that way, but I'm not going into a store. I don't think I ever did. I don't think I've ever gone into a store on Black Friday. We don't really live near like the whole shopping thing anyway. There's a chopper. It's going down to the city. Yeah, they don't even wait anymore. Like they start the sales like right on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is like a holiday that doesn't get any credit here. As soon as Halloween's over, it's Christmas time. So, I'm not sure what we're doing for Thanksgiving, but we usually go. Thanks, Wendy. Says here, fishy, fishy. Can't read this with my glasses on. Come on up and get your free tasty treats that Bob has for you. I do have some nice sweet corn just opened. High quality product. It's delicious. Growing up, we always hunted on Thanksgiving morning. It's such a redneck thing, I know, but yeah, we always would go out and do small game hunting that morning. You know, somebody's got to cook, right? So if you're not cooking, usually the house is up and at it early on Thanksgiving. So get out everyone's way and go fish. Then as I got older, I started doing a lot more of the cooking for Thanksgiving. I'm not sure what we're doing this year yet, though. Do you guys have like anything that's similar to that, like where it's just like a crazy shopping day? I guess it still exists. I don't know. It's something a lot of people talk about and say, but I've really never even witnessed it myself, except for on TV. But I don't really believe what's on TV. I don't watch TV for that reason. It's all narratives. Come on, rods. One of these rods have to go off. We've been live 55 minutes. We're due for a carp. The sun is bright. Awesome, Big Slim. Big Slim killed his biggest buck on Thanksgiving morning 2019. Yeah, I was like a Boy Scout growing up. We used to go out. A lot of the old Cub Scouts would get together, and Boy Scouts, like the group that kind of stayed close to each other. We'd go out hunting together. All right, casters. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for stopping by and hitting the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Lyle wants to shoot his own Thanksgiving turkey. How do you guys prepare your turkey? We don't really have a way. We always change it up. Sometimes we bake it. I'm a big fan of spatchcocking it. Even if you're going to bake it or smoke it, we've done that too. I really like it smoked as well. But spatchcocking makes it makes sure it cooks consistently and doesn't dry out anywhere. My 2 cents on that. Take a look at the rods, make sure there ain't nothing wrong with them. Only thing wrong with them is there's no fish on them. Other than that, they look good. Probably put back bait on like one of them tomorrow. I'll bring my other big rod out. I'll put back bait on that one. I don't want to three loads of pack bait. I think is just too much for this place this time of year. I'll lessen the chance of them finding a hook that way. Tomorrow I'll come with one pack bait, one rod rigged with pack bait. I'll use one of the ultralights again to launch another few kernels of corn in that area. Just increase my chances of hooking something in that area. And then maybe I'll leave the other rod. I'll bring my other good rod out, rigged for trout, with just corn that I could catch a trout or a carp on. That'll be my approach. Yeah, see, I always feel like stuffing prevents the heat from coming inside of it. Like if we cook the stuffing separately, and then we stuff it at the end. I feel like if you stuff it during it, you got to watch the hip areas where all that bone is. Make sure that's cooked. But if you tend to it, there's always a way to do it properly. It's just keeping an eye on it. I've done it with the stuffing in there, and I was awesome. And then a couple times I did it where I dried out the breast of it. Ooh, there we go. First rod. That's got to be a trout. These trout are so small in here, probably couldn't even get the hook in its mouth. Put the rod down more of an angle. I feel like that it's easier to hook them that way when they're subtle hits. At least it's signs of life. Yeah, nice and slow cook. I think smoking, it's been my favorite. That's probably my favorite method. Splatchcock, smoked. We do like the parsnips, carrot, beets, parsley, rosemary, grind it all up, cube it all up, and roast those. Love that side dish. I know I looked earlier. I'm gonna look again for bells. Did find another pair of bells. I knew there was another one somewhere. Hey, good morning, Tammy and Ray. Tammy and Ray just hit 1,000. Hope they're still over 1,000. You know, YouTube goes up and down, but they just hit 1,000 subs. It's awesome. Yeah, I gotta say, as far as quality, about numbers, I had a 3-to-1 lead on the morning live. Even though he reeled 2 of those in, they were my hookups. So I was feeling pretty good. I had a 3-to-1 lead. And then next spot we went to was a lot of pickerel, and then he kind of evened it out there in numbers. And the next spot he caught the monster brown trout, which is bigger than any brown trout I've ever caught wild. So that was so he probably got me in numbers anyway, and he certainly got me on quality. Yeah, he always gets you in the end. You know, he just doesn't give up. Yeah, that brown trout for us here, I mean, I'm sure that's like nothing special in certain places, but that's like a lifetime fish in Pennsylvania. That's amazing catch. Time we got here, I gotta keep my eye on the time. Can't even see it. Can't even see that. I have no idea. Yeah, I did a short last night on it. It was a monster brown. Yep, Kevin will guide you. Part of it is just having faith in spots, you know? I left that spot. I gave up on it. And sometimes that's all, you know, it's whatever it takes to keep a line in the water. And people say, oh, you got lucky, but you can see all the catches you get. It's not just luck, it's staying in, you know, staying in a spot and really fishing it. Can't catch nothing on the sofa. I think I went live at 6:30. So it's got to be 7:38, 7:40 my time. Probably stay on another 15 minutes or so. Boy, it'd be nice not to have to work. I could sit here for another 3 hours sipping coffee. Yeah, that's crazy. 10-pound brown is crazy, Stuart. Yeah, it was 24 this morning, Tammy. When I started the live, I had 24 degrees on my car thermometer. Don't start that, Stuart. But I got my hunting onesie on, so I'm nice and cozy. I could pass out in a snowstorm and sleep through it in this. Here, fishy, fishy. Guess I should straighten up a little bit and at least be ready to run out of here. Still got another 10-15 minutes I can fish, but let me know if a rod goes off, guys. least they'll have some corn out there for tomorrow. Maybe that'll get them in here through the rest of the can out there. Yo, awesome, Tammy. Thank you so much. That is so cool. That's our first member right there. Tammy just joined the Sharks Club here on our channel. That is so sweet. Appreciate it very, very much. I will send you some thank yous out today. Really appreciate you joining. And let us know what we can help you with and share. I'll definitely get you in our videos. Whoop, front rod. Look, I'll even catch you a fish maybe. I don't know. You got like a channel, ooh, come on. These fish are so tiny here. At least it's signs of life. Ted, I saw you pop in as well. Welcome in, buddy. Let me see if I click on Tammy what it says. It just says, welcome to Sharks. That's so cool. Sweet. Yeah, if you have like I don't know what they call it, not an icon. Have an image for your page you want me to use, I can put that in like my video intro. So my email's on my about page. You can send it through that way if you'd like. And I'll make sure I give you guys shout outs and put something that pops up in the videos too. Show our appreciation. And like I said, like we'll be looking for content on like what you guys want to see. And if you want to see a specific video, we'll literally make a specific video geared that's members only towards that, like whether it's a how-to or just you want to see us do a certain type of video, fish for a certain type of fish or hunt for a certain type of hunt. You know, we'll take your feedback and do something up special. Ted, you still hunting? You home? I'm glad I did something that could help your channel. I don't know what I did, but I appreciate that. Kev will be thrilled. I have to tell him. He'll be so thrilled. Yeah, that was good luck, maybe. Good karma. That's like the third hit like that we've had, and that's on the power bait, so that should be trout, but I even put the tiniest little jig hook on there. But I do want to release these fish, so I didn't want to go any smaller. They just swallow it then. You'd think you throw 600 hatchery fish, hatchery trout into a lake like this, and there's like 3 or 4 caught. Like, you'd think they'd be really hungry. You know, throw a can of corn out there, you'd expect to see like movement. Just nothing in here. And there's not a lot of life in here. There's a few carp in here, some small bass in here. But I don't know what they're eating in here. And we've caught a couple that have been holdovers in here, like last year, and none of them were fat. They all looked like they were starving. Who is that? That's DC. Welcome in, buddy. How you doing? I got to catch up on your last video. I saw you just put something else out, I think last night. Can't wait to check that out. Maybe I'll get that at lunchtime today. I'll watch that. Yeah, I'm probably with these rigs floating off the bottom, at least with the power bait, I'm floating off the bottom probably 5-6 inches. Got the lead weight up like 18 inches, and that power bait will put 2 pieces of power bait on. It'll just barely float a number 6 hook off the bottom. A number 8, it'll float straight up from your split shot. But I feel like if it's number 6 is better with power bait because they'll swallow it otherwise. If you're gonna eat them, it doesn't matter. I'd go number 8s all day and let them swallow it. But I rarely, if ever, use power bait when I'm gonna do catch and release. And I, in fact, tell people not to, because that's like, you see guys out there with power bait and turning dead trout loose. It's just, they almost always swallow it. And if they swallow, we will eat them here. So I'd just rather not keep them because I know they're small. They're only gonna get bigger. This is a spot I can fish all winter. And I'm going to work straight from here. Yeah, yep. Just funny though, like you would think with flies they would inhale it. You know, I don't know if I've had one. I think I've only ever gut hooked one trout on a fly, and it was a tiny trout too. It was kind of impressive. It snorted it all the way in. But like the hooks, the flies, they always hook them on the lips. But man, power bait, they just suck that straight down. They just swallow it immediately. Except for today, they not even touching it today. Time is it here? Hour 20. Yeah, we got to wrap it up. I got to start packing this stuff up and get on the road to work. I got to start work at 8:30. I got to get changed yet, get my rods in the car, clean up a little bit, get into the office here. Tomorrow we'll be back here, but I'm going to have a pack bait made up. I'm going to get dirty before work, and we're going to throw some pack bait out, see if we can get the carp in here, and maybe it'll attract the trout too. So that should be fun. And the rest of the week, like I said, it's gonna be banging. Green Lane, they stock tomorrow night. They stock the local lake by us. So Kevin and I will be all over, like 6 rods out there. Appreciate everybody coming in. Big shout out to Tammy. If you don't have her, go check her out. It's Mom and Son Train. Oh, what happened to my screen? It just went black. Rail fans. Stuart said they got new hooks, so I'll be doing more flies for you. I got them. Awesome, buddy. That's cool. I found some good spots for fly fishing this winter. I can't wait to get out there. Once all the stock trout are caught, and we're gonna switch to flies. Oh, my back. Thank you all for coming in. Just gonna pack up slowly and hope we get a last minute bite while I'm doing this. All right, guys, peace out. Got to run. Have a good day. We'll catch you on the water tomorrow.